Hello, Bible scholars. Today I want to walk you through kind of the big idea of what's going to happen on Examplify for your memory practice each day. So in class, we will use Examplify. If you are a new student, the very first thing that must happen is you have to find that email that I have shared with you that says join your peers. If you search the word join your PEERS, find that email and activate your account. That must happen first. The second thing that a lot of students are forgetting to do is that on your laptop, you have to download this application, Examplify, from self-service. So follow the directions to download this into your computer, and then you're going to log in. You can reset your password. The name of our institution is Faith Lutheran, and your user ID is your email. So that's the information that you need to get in. If you have any trouble with those steps, please go to tech and get that resolved as soon as possible. But I want to show you a little bit about what's happening in Examplify. So here is our practice. And let's take a look at this. This is the teacher version, so you can see a couple things here. The name of this practice says upload once per day. Otherwise, you know I don't love to do homework. I want my students to upload a practice once a day. That should take 5 minutes or less. Upload once per day. Crowder, memory quiz number 1, which is Philippians 4, 6 through 7. And the code is what? What does that say? Number 4, capital P, practice. This is our code for the practices. When the code says for practice, that means it's for you. I want you to do this once a day. And I would love for you to use it with your memory schedule and do it once a day for your homework class. All right, so you can see that the password here is for practice. Now I'm going to preview the assessment here. So here's what you're going to see on Examplify. Can I recommend you get out your memory quiz schedule and notice what are the blanks that you're going to fill in? I think it's easiest if you would underline the words that are in your memory schedule. And I want you to notice that you have 7 blanks. So students want to know like how the points work out. It's going to be a little bit different for each verse because depending on how many blanks divided into how many points, there's a variety. But you want to practice to do your best. And so this is just a practice. Make sure that you notice this. All of the punctuation is included, right? Do you see this period here? You can see there's a period there, so you don't need to type that, right? So go ahead and when you practice this, what I really want you to do is type in all the words here. And then before you move to the second question, you're going to go back and read it here. Also notice this, 42. What is that? There are 42 words inside the quotation, not including the citation. And so get in this very good habit, just like the biblical scholars would count the characters on each page. You're going to count the words to make sure you didn't miss a huge section. So you're going to type it all in and then say it silently in your mind and make sure you're counting the words. By the way, you need to always know for every verse the context. And you find that we looked on that when we opened our Bibles and highlighted the Welcome to Your Study Bible Ed puzzle. We highlighted and we know that Philippians is in the New Testament written by Paul. We know it's written by Paul because it's a Pauline epistle in that category, right? So that's question number 1. And this is going to be worth 8 points. I think this is worth 8 points on our memory quiz. Second section. You will notice on your memory quiz schedule, there are some genre questions. The first genre we're going to study are the Gospels. And it's a little bit too easy, but here you can see Matthew is written by Matthew. Mark is written by Mark. Luke is written by Luke. John is written by John. And hold your horses. Don't say Acts. Acts is written by Luke. Acts is written by Luke. So that is your practice. And I think that maybe for the first 3 or 4 practices, just copy it out with your schedule. And as we get closer to the quiz, try doing it without your work to see how you do. Each week, you will have 20 downloads available. I would like you to do it once a day. So my expectation is that each week when we log in to see your memory quiz, you should have 7 practices uploaded once per day. Now it's going to be, with Thursdays and Fridays and maroon and gold days, some days you'll have more or less, but typically I make these available on Monday and they go all the way through the week so that you're ready to go. So let me know if you have any questions about that. Something that I need you to know is that at the end of your quiz is your code. So let's view the assessment here. At the beginning, it's going, where does it say the review code? It looks like I won't be able to, yeah, here it is. Okay. The assessment review password. When you upload your test when you're done, it's going to say continue to review, and you always are going to do that because it's very important for you to see what you did wrong on your memory quiz. You are going to make mistakes, and that's okay. I want that to be very clear. In my class, in memory, you are going to make mistakes, and that's okay. Each memory quiz I make on Crusader Connect worth 10 points. Mondays and Tuesdays, we do our memory context exercise. That's an easy 10 points. And then the memory quiz is also 10 points. But to kind of alleviate the stress and to know that it's okay to make mistakes, on Examplify, you're actually getting 11 points, which means you can make a mistake and still get 100%. Because what I want my students to know is it's okay to make mistakes, but it's not okay to not struggle. And so here comes the struggle part. You must look at the review. You must let your brain see that information and realize, oh, I put a period there. I shouldn't do that. And then your brain sucks that information and says, don't do that again. But if you skip the review, you miss that opportunity for your brain to suck in that information. Always in my classroom, I use the password capital R review, capital P password. You're going to get to that section. It's going to say enter the review password. And you might think, well, I don't know how to spell review. It's on the screen in front of you. There's no space though, and caps matter. So capital R and capital P. Look at what you did wrong. Look at those red things and think, oh, I didn't know how to spell that, or I forgot that it was plural. So make sure that you do that every time and just practice 5 minutes a day. Let me know if you have any questions on this, but I hope that this will help you build your confidence. Our first quiz will be next week.